Hello.
Hello.
Well, welcome to the episode here. And well, you know what? So today I want to know a little bit about your experience. Um, and I want it from the horse's mouth, from your story, your thing. Let's start with the tried and tested. Tell us a bit about yourself and where you are now. And let's start with that. Go on, shoot.
Okay, so my name is Sanghomitra Maity, and I'm
Okay.
presently pursuing my master's in chemical engineering from State University of New York at Buffalo.
Okay.
And I'm spending my winter vacation in Canada right
Okay.
now. And this is
Nice.
my first visit to Canada.
This is your first visit to Canada. So which city did
Yeah,
you land at?
I landed in Toronto.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
And how did you get here? What was the mode of transport?
I came here by walking. I came here by walking, and this was like my third attempt, and I'm like grateful that it was successful.
Walked from Buffalo? I mean, like, give us a sense of that. Walking, this is interesting. Walking to a new
Like
country. Tell me about it. What
like there's
happened?
this bridge called the Rainbow Bridge. So either
Okay.
you can drive through the bridge or you can walk through the bridge. So I
Okay.
walked through the bridge.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So this was at Niagara then.
yeah. This was at Niagara.
Okay. So you walked into a new country then.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And what was your first impression? You said you landed in Toronto. What was your first impression?
Well, it's a very vibrant city, I must
Mm-hmm.
say. When I came, I loved the vibe of the city in general, but
Mm-hmm.
it became even more beautiful at night because there were so many street lights. So it made me feel so
Okay.
comfortable and safe in
Okay.
Canada, in Toronto.
Well, well, 3 points for Canada there. Okay, so of course, I mean, Canada is a safe place to be, and quite naturally, it feels like that as compared to US. So, but then
Mhm.
again, I'm pretty sure you must have seen some sort of similarities or dissimilarities.
Hmm.
I mean, now that you are here in Toronto and you have come from Buffalo, what was your impression in terms of things that are same, things which are different between US and Canada? What are those things?
Okay, so Buffalo and Canada both are more or less same to
Okay,
each, like, they are similar to each other. But if I have to
okay.
pinpoint the dissimilarities,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to, throw some light on the fact that, like the one which I mentioned earlier, such as it has more street lights,
Okay,
right?
okay,
That is
okay.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Second, as a student, which I have observed here is the people who come to Canada for studying, they
Mm-hmm.
acquire the social insurance number just within few days. They don't have to,
Okay.
work through it to get it,
Right.
right?
Right.
But
Okay.
if you are in US and you are an international student studying in a state university,
Uh-huh.
you have to get a job within the campus, and then you can acquire your SSN, which will take up to 1 month approximately.
So this is across all US universities?
No, this might vary from university to university, and mostly
Mm-hmm.
there are differences in acquiring a SSN. Uh,
Okay.
if you are in a state university and in a
Uh-huh.
private university, like if you're in private university, you might get your SSN and a job very
Okay.
easily, and you might
Okay.
be even able to work outside the campus. But if you're in a state university, you're not allowed to do that. It's like a
So is this
protection for the
a
international
so is this a
students.
university thing, or this is some kind of, say, US policy per se?
I guess it is university policy. I'm not sure about it,
Okay.
but I'm assuming it to be a university policy.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
So let's,
And
yeah, go on, please, go on.
and as I had mentioned earlier, that I tried to come to Canada like
Mm-hmm. Yes.
two times before. That was
Okay.
because few of my friends who are from different nationality were able to enter Canada just with their engrossed I-20.
Okay.
But later on, I got to know that I need to have a visa along with my engrossed I-20, and then only I can enter Canada because I'm from an Indian
Okay.
nationality. So if you're a
Uh-huh.
student and you
Uh-huh.
are planning to visit Canada and you are not sure whether you need a visa or not,
Mm-hmm.
you need to check it in their website according to your nationality.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's quite a key point that you have mentioned, that students, they ought to check their nationality and the requirements for visiting Canada on the IRCC website. That's what I'm assuming here right now. So, well, you know what? Let's switch gear towards your holiday. You told us you are here on a holiday. So, give us a sense of your holiday, please, and the places that you visited, and let's say the recommendations, like the places that needs more exploration according to you. Go on, please.
Okay. So since the time I have landed here, I have been to Fort Mississauga, then
Okay.
Sunny Beach, and
Okay.
Blue Mountains.
Wow. Okay.
Then let me recall. There are so many places. CN Tower and
Okay.
Ripley's Aquarium,
Uh-huh.
Albion Falls.
Wow, that is
Um,
such a touristy thing. Okay, good.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, those are. And these are the
Okay.
places you can visit. But if you really want to do the touristy thing and
Uh-huh.
probably, try few restaurants or joints which are just in Canada, then
Okay.
you should try places such as Mary Brown, Pico Pizza,
Okay.
Lakeshore Restaurant. It's really beautiful. It's like
Okay.
by the lake,
By the Lake
and the view is
Ontario?
really beautiful. Yeah, Lake Ontario.
Oh
It's
wow.
really
Okay.
beautiful.
I think I've heard of this restaurant. It is, I guess it is somewhere on the way when you are going towards, say, Niagara, if I'm not wrong there.
Yeah, I guess it is. I guess it
Okay.
is. I mean,
Okay.
since I'm new here, I'm still not really
Okay.
clear about the routes or the places. I just know the
Okay.
name of the
Name of the place.
touristy
Okay.
spots. I just know
Okay.
that. I don't know the name of the route or anything. I just know the
It's
name of the places clearly,
okay.
and I just remember my experiences.
Okay.
And yeah, I did some winter sports too, snow sports too. That
Interesting.
is
What all?
snowboarding and snow skating, ice skating.
Ice skating. Okay. Ice skating it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So where
So
did you go for ice skating though? It was in Toronto or was it
I
outside?
went to, it was in Toronto. It is in Nathan Phillips Square.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Okay.
you were asking about few suggestions for the people
Uh-huh.
who want to visit Canada next time.
Mm-hmm.
So I have few suggestions, but it is mostly with the winter sports thing. That is
Okay.
because uh, first, if you're doing the snow skating for the first time, don't
Mm-hmm.
be disappointed. Don't be disappointed. You will fall down,
You will
and there is
fall.
nothing
Right.
embarrassing about it. Just be prepared that you might hurt your back
Yeah. Yeah. You have to be
or
careful
your
about that. Yeah.
face also if the situation becomes worse.
Jeez. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
but if you really want to start, go for
Mm-hmm.
tobogganing first, and then you go for ice
Okay.
skating. Yeah,
Okay.
but
Okay. Interesting.
out of all these places, I
Mm-hmm.
like, this was my winter sports experience. But
Mm-hmm.
since I mentioned so many places which I have visited earlier,
Okay.
and
Okay.
out of all these places, I feel CN Tower restaurant particularly needs to be improved. There are
Okay.
so many people that, like, the number
Why?
of people there are a number of people
Okay.
who are visiting CN Towers,
Uh-huh.
and of course they might be hungry. They want to have their lunch or whatever they want to have. Seating
Okay.
capacity is really not up to the mark. They need to work
Okay.
on the seating
So it was
capacity
all
because
out of capacity, you are saying.
yes, yes, and it
Okay.
really looked pretty inconvenient. I mean, as a visitor, even I felt bad for other visitors because they were literally waiting for like 1 hour or 2 hours, and there
Oh
is not
my
a
God.
single seat left. Like there must be around like what 100 or 200 people in that
Okay.
place, but there are only
Uh-huh.
50 seats. So yes, that
Wow.
is under seated. I feel. I mean, there are no
Oh.
there aren't enough number of seats for
Uh-huh.
customers. So they really need to
Okay.
work on that.
Okay.
And
Okay.
yeah, I guess that's the only thing which I feel needs
It
to be
was
improved.
Improved.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well,
Otherwise, the experience was really nice and I loved it.
you
I
love it.
mean, it
Okay.
really looked
Nice.
beautiful from,
Wow.
observing from the observing point and seeing the
Okay.
entire city from there. It looked
Yeah, I
really
mean,
beautiful.
sure. Sure, absolutely. I agree with you. When you go onto the observation deck of the CA Tower, so you get a
Hmm.
complete panoramic view of the city, of the Toronto Islands and stuff like that.
And not
And
only that, if you just stand in the observing point for some time, you can
mhm.
actually feel the building is swaying a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
you
God.
can.
Okay.
So
Okay. Okay.
you might get scared. I wasn't scared really, but yeah, I was a bit concerned. Like, oh, it is swaying. It is swaying, and I was like, okay, now I should get down this tower
Yeah,
now as soon
yeah,
as possible.
sure at that height it does get a bit windy. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Sanghomitra, thank you for sharing that experience. I mean, I really wish things were better at CN Tower as well.
Hmm.
But then I'm hoping that you would visit Canada again and explore it more. And once
Yeah, I
again, you
would
would.
love to. I would love to.
Thank
I
you.
mean, I have heard about places like Casa Loma, and there are
Okay.
a few art museums too, which I would love
Okay.
to visit, but I didn't get the time to go there
Well.
as my university is reopening. So
Okay. Well. Well. I guess that's for the next time.
yeah,
So you would be again, exploring Canada, exploring Toronto, and hopefully sharing the experience with all of us again.
yeah.
So well, until then, see you next time then. Ciao.
Okay. Ciao. Bye.
Bye.